Hello guys, Hugo here, hope you're well. Welcome back to our second Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we are at London City. This is the Orbx London City scenery. So it's actually a add-on payware scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim. This came out on day one. Actually I think it came out before day one. It was available for like the preview builds. But yeah, it was basically out for day one. You can go and download this, or buy it first, and then you can download the scenery. I've also got the Landmarks London City pack installed as well. So if you look behind us, you can see many landmarks over there. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be flying over into the heart of London City in this Cessna 152. I'm still trying to learn this drone camera mode. As you can tell, not the best at it at the moment, but there we go. There we are, back on our Cessna 152. I've actually changed the registration here to Golf Tango Foxtrot Sierra Hotel, the flight simmer Hugo, obviously in the UK reg style, so that looks pretty cool. So yeah, we're currently at the GA part of London City Airport, just at the very west side of the airport, that is. And then you can see all of the other aircraft over there. I don't have to zoom, so actually I think I can zoom by going here, but you know, I don't want that to be a permanent solution. Oh, there you go. You got a BA Embraer and a KLM Embraer over there, and just default AI, I guess you could say, from the sim. But yeah, we're going to be flying the 152 over the heart of London City, taking a look at all of the wonderful landmarks that Orbx have added into the sim. So let's go into the cockpit view and let's get this plane started up. So if you're not familiar with the 152, well, here it is. Why is that? Okay, the camera is like jumping a bit. I don't know why. Let me just reset the view like that. Should do. I'm just gonna get rid of the yoke. I'm gonna open up the fuel valve there, and I'm gonna go and set the mixture to max. I don't know why the throttle's max there. There we go. And we're going to go and turn on the master switches and start priming the engine. We'll just hit that 3 times. We've got power, so turn on the nav light. We're going to start the engine so the beacon light can go on. Park brake is set, so we can bring in some of the power from the throttle. And then we can go and set left, right magnetos, both, and then start. And the engine has started. Right, we can bring that back now. I could have gotten this dude to push us back a bit, actually. But I guess it's a bit late now. So, well, I guess we'll have to do like a quick, tight turn. So, release the parking brake. We'll go full right here. Just bring the thrust back to idle there. And let's go taxi over to the runway. We're taking off runway 09 today, which it's not a long taxi, it's just taxi onto the taxiway marking, and then off to 09er. We'll do a direct 180 because there's not much interesting stuff over to the east. We'll be flying mostly over the river because obviously that's a nice, easy way of finding out where you are in London when you're flying around VFR, and a lot of the landmarks are near the river as well, which is awesome. So, oh, yeah, this camera is really stuttering today. Let's go and get the tax light on, and the takeoff, and the strobe on, like so, and bring the yoke back, like that. Awesome. Let's go and get ourselves into the runway. We can go and bring out some flaps. We don't need them, but we can bring them out to about, what, 10? I think I said 10 degrees. It's going down to like 40 for some reason. And it'll glitched. Right. Let's go max power. Let's get ourselves in the air. Awesome. There we go. Runway 09er. Verified. So yeah, this is the London Orbx. Orbx London City Airport scenery. Very detailed, very lovely. There we go. Rotate. In the air. Just going to fly around my heading for a bit, just to get some altitude. I'm going to get to about 500 feet. It's kind of low for London, obviously, but when I flight simulator and we're taking a look at the wonderful landmarks that Orbx have put into the sim, well, the big landmarks, you know, the important ones. It's going to reduce a bit of thrust though. I don't want to go too fast, and flaps can go and make us start that right hand turn. So the first thing that we will see would be the floodgates over the river. As we turn now. Wow, look at the glare there from the sun. It should... Okay, that is a bridge which just goes to nowhere. There's the floodgates. Stop London from flooding. There's loads of things around that I don't know the name of. Like, I think this is from Orbx as well, this building here, but I have no idea what that is. So, if you guys do know, then you can go and comment down below. Help me out. I'm going to reduce our speed. I'm going to bring the thrust to throttle even. It's about 50%. That should just keep this Cessna stable. So there we are, flying over the floodgates right now. Very detailed, very lovely. That's absolutely amazing. And as you can see, directly ahead of us, Canary Wharf and the O2. Like I said, we're going to fly over the river, so we're going to go along with the river right now. And actually, while I'm kind of around about 500 feet, I'm just going to trim off a bit so I can just ease out on my joystick. Well, I know in a Cessna will be a yoke, but I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. There we are. Awesome. So that is the O2. I'm not too sure if that's correct right there, or that many little tiny... Those are very small. AI buildings for you. Yeah, so that's the O2 on the left. Looking absolutely wonderful and detailed and ginormous as it is. And Canary Wharf on our right. Actually, let's go to the outside view here. We can go around to the right and you can see it. All the wonderful HSBC Barclays buildings and all the other buildings I don't know the name of. So there's this other building that I saw when I went flying around London earlier. I don't know where it's gone. There's a really bright red bit. Ah, there it is. Right there. There's this really bright red building. Look really interesting. I don't know if that's part of Orbx or if that is a thing that came with Microsoft Flight Sim, but it looks so cool and it's so weird. Big red circular building with like a massive, looks like a solar panel, but I don't know if that's solar panels on top. It looks like it could be. Let's see. It could be solar panels. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's a really funky looking building. And here we are on the other side of the Canary Wharf. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if you already noticed, Microsoft Flight Sim, for some reason, thinks that there's like a mountain here. And maybe there is a little mound of land, but definitely there wouldn't be a mound of water. So that's very odd. Hopefully the next, maybe bug fix, or whatever fix that Microsoft Flight Sim like to call it, that gets fixed, because I was doing some bush flying in Alaska, and that is very mountainous and hilly and crazy, and the water, well, wasn't flat, let's just say. It was all over the place. So if Microsoft Flight Sim can get that fixed, that'd be amazing. Anyway, we can see some more things as we're flying closer to the Shard. We can obviously see the Gherkin, as I pointed out earlier, and many other famous buildings around that area, which I do not know the name of. But there's Tower Bridge, and I think, but yeah, behind it there is HMS of Belfast. You actually go and visit that, go inside the ship, obviously, in Corona times. I'm pretty sure you cannot. I don't know, I haven't been there. But yeah, you can see Orbx have... I keep calling it London Orbx, but it's just Orbx. Orbx London City Pack. Obviously you can tell there's many nice lovely buildings that have been implemented. What's great though is what I'll be doing mainly in this simulator in the years to come would be airliner flying, because that's what I love and do. And what would be great when I come into Heathrow and approach, coming in for 27 right or 27 left, you'll be flying over London and you'll be seeing all of this, and it's just going to be beautiful. And then you're going to miss your ILS, and you're going to have to go and take the approach again, because you'd be too busy staring at London City. So there we are. There is literally, this is the heart, I guess you could say, of London City right now. Obviously with the Shard on the left. Beautiful. Ah, and there's another building that I do know the name of, and that's St. Paul's Cathedral just there on our right wing. Let's go outside, shall we? St. Paul's Cathedral just there. Beautiful. Once again, I don't know if that is Orbx or not, because I'm pretty sure Microsoft Flight Sim, if Bing Maps have got 3D buildings, like auto-generated buildings, then apparently that gets implemented into the sim. So a lot of these buildings may not be Orbx, and they're just like generated from Bing Maps already. But I think the London Eye and everything must be Orbx, like, you know, tweaked and made perfect. So there we go, London Eye and Houses of Parliament. Absolutely beautiful. There's another building I don't know the name of, but which is so cool looking. It's just this one here. I would love to know the name of that. I mean, I can just go do a quick Google, but I'm a bit of flying around London. And I think the last time I came to London, I think I stayed in that hotel. Somewhere in there, looking over London Eye. Houses of Parliament. Almost crashed into Big Ben there. Yeah. That was a close one. Obviously we continue flying over the Thames. We can see Battersea Power Station over there. And where is Buckingham Palace? I think it is there. Yes, it is. Let's go and take a look at Buckingham Palace, shall we? Let's go back and set the cockpit view. Let's get our view fixed. I don't know how I can do that. Oh, watch where you're flying. There we go. Let's go and bring out some flaps so we can fly pretty slowly as we go over Buckingham Palace. There it is. Just keep us flying pretty slow with the flaps out, and you can just take in more of the scenery. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Ooh, we're getting a bit low there. We do not want to stall over Buckingham Palace and, well, crash into there. Let's try not to do that. I think we've got a bit too much drag. Let's bring one notch of flaps up. Okay, there we go. We're getting speed again. Right, there's probably a lot more landmarks that I've missed today. But, you know, you guys can go and get the Orbx City Pack now and download it and take a look around for yourselves. Oh, I just saw Samsung down there. That got me excited. Because I'm pretty sure brand assets aren't a thing, or whatever they're meant to be called. Brand assets aren't a thing in Microsoft Flight Sim. They can't be asked for the copyright stuff. So I wonder if that's Orbx. Coca-Cola, Samsung, McDonald's, Hyundai, I think I saw. Oh, hello, camera, come back. Still getting used to this camera system. Right, let's go land back at London City, shall we? As we go and fly back over. Oh wow, look at all the bridges and that view though. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. The approach into the city is pretty simple. I'm just going past the north of Canary Wharf, which we flew past at the very beginning of our little tour. And as you can tell, if we zoom in, there's the runway. We've got 4 reds right now, so we should be a bit higher than this, but, you know, if we're going to keep our altitude, which I am, you can see we're holding 1,000. There's no vertical speed. Well, it's very slightly going upwards, but that's fine. As soon as we get the pappies coming into play, then we can start our descent and bring out some flaps and stuff. Just see a bit more of the scenery around us. Wait, can I, yeah, there's that weird red building over there. Oh, that's what the zoom. Hello. There we go. Still got 4 reds. Okay. Once again, I know it's London City, right? It's a very steep approach. It's going to be hard to see the. There's 1 white. And there's 2 reds, 2 whites. Reduce the thrust here a bit. And let's basically head directly towards the airport. I could tune the RLS frequency actually, but I mean we're already on the approach. Reduce that throttle. I'm going to bring out 1 set of flaps. Don't want to bring all of them out because I could break them off the speed we're going. As soon as we're in the white band we can bring all the flaps out. We've got those pappies back. And all the flaps. Lovely. I'm going to go down to about 60 knots. Actually, I don't even know what the approach speed is for this aircraft. I don't fly it in the real world. Haven't done my homework, I guess you could say, so I don't know. Let's keep it around about 60 knots, I'd say. Or 50 by the looks of what I'm doing. Okay, here we are. It's out of the throttle. And touchdown. Nice. Put on some brakes. Okay, we're going to the right. And there we are. Look at that, we don't even need the whole runway. You can vacate on the taxiway. Beautiful. Welcome back to London City Airport. Right, so let's get rid of the yoke so I can see things, turn off the landing light, turn off the strobe, and that's all we need to do for now. And oh, I missed an aircraft when I was pointing out the aircraft in the scenery. There's a Luxair -8. Nice. Nice. And our taxi back also has a wonderful view. Look at that, you just wouldn't have that view in P3D. Like, these are literally the times when Microsoft Flight Sim is just 200,000% better than P3D. The scenery is just astonishing. All we need is P3D scenery. All we need is P3D aircraft, and we're sorted. There's a funky truck just going around, the fuel truck. Just going crazy around the airport. Let's look for the. I wonder if that must be part of Orbx. That's pretty nice. Oh, it's driving through other vehicles. Let's not take a look at that. Let's turn off the taxi light. Don't need that either anymore. And the nav line, the beacon light, can stay on until we shut down the aircraft. Let's just park up at the same place we departed from, so that's basically straight up ahead to this guy and the little weird tug thing. And we'll say goodnight to the aircraft. Alright. Here we... let's get a bit closer, shall we? There we go. Set the parking brake. Here we are. And I'm not too sure on the exact shutdown procedure, but what I'm going to do is bring those back to the off position. And then get rid of the mixture. And then I'm going to shut off the fuel valve. And then I'm going to turn off the nav and beacon light. Because, I thought it said like we were about to crash then, but then it just ended our flight for us. That's amazing. Okay, so you can see we is that flying time? Yeah, that's flying time. So we departed 10:06, landed 10:21. Very short flight of 15 minutes. And so yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Like I said in the last video, anything that you really are dying to see in the new sim, please comment down below, because I'm happy to go and show it to you guys, whatever that you want it to be. Well, given that I can actually show you what you want to see, other than, say, land on the moon, I cannot do that. So, thank you guys very much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.